I'll briefly explain how my alien abduction experiences started when Cameron's over there. Okay. When I was, I think it was about 1992. So in 92 I was, how old was I? 89, I was 10. I think it was about 13 or 14. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. And the X-Files was on. And I became very, very interested in aliens and alien abduction. Probably a lot of us did at that time, actually, because of the X-Files. And all I remember is every night I used to go to bed thinking, because I never felt like there was anything special about me, especially then. And I wasn't popular. No, didn't really have a lot of friends. Found it difficult in school and all that. You know, get your violin out in a minute. Anyway, I used to go to bed at night and think, oh, wouldn't it be good if I could meet the aliens? And I'd be thinking, I want to meet them. It'd be in my mind all the time, constantly. And I was still very immature. Still am. Anyway, no, I was very immature, and just every night I'd be thinking about it. Come and get me. I don't want it now. Don't want anything to do with these things. But at the time, I thought, like, if it happened, you know, I don't know, somehow it would make my life better. I don't know how, really. Now I can't remember. But at the time, that's what I thought. And anyway, maybe after a year or so, I don't know, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll call it a year, something like that. I saw a UFO. I woke up in the middle of the night one night, and I don't know why, I looked out the window, and there was this orb of like yellow light, and it was circling around. I remember now, actually, I could see a light outside, and it was like, it kept like flashing past the window. So I got up and I looked out, and then I saw it in the sky, and it was like an orb. It was like, have you ever seen Mark and Mindy? It was a bit like his ship. If you imagine an egg, that's what shape it was. And it was glowing. And it wasn't making any noise. Because people, when I tell people this story, they say, oh, it was probably a drug helicopter. Well, you didn't really, I don't remember seeing helicopters that much back then. But they're noisy. Anyway, and it wasn't making any noise. And it circled maybe 4 or 5 times. Something like that. And they weren't big circles. Either they weren't big circles or they were going fast. I can't remember now. But then it shut off. And then that made me want it even more. And then maybe a few weeks later, that's when I had my first blackout, experienced time loss. I was watching something on TV. I was the only one in the house. I put it on. I put this program on. I can't remember what the program was, but it doesn't really matter. And it was just coming on, and then it was like something like that in front of my eyes. And then I looked at the TV and it was going off. And it was like something that would have been on maybe an hour. So it was starting, and then it was going off. The next thing I knew. So that was the first time. And then nothing happened for a long time after that. Months and months went by. In fact, it might have even been longer than that. It might have been up to a year. And then the next time it happened, I woke up. Oh, in between that happening, it was like a woman got in bed with me and was touching me. But I jumped out of bed and there was nobody there. I don't know, I assume it was a woman. I just remember I was half asleep and I felt hands on me. This is nothing to do with the alien. Well, it is, but I will explain why another time. But anyway, I felt hands on me, in a sexual way. And I jumped out of bed and there was nobody there. Obviously, because, somebody's not going to turn up, are they, into my bedroom. But anyway, it's going off the point. The next time I had the time loss thing, I woke up in bed and I couldn't move. And it was like, I could hear like sort of a I know I put my hand over my mouth, like sort of whispering, like. But they were like not in the room. I could hear it, but it was like they were in another room. And I blacked out, and then everything was back to normal. And then it happened again. I'm not sure how long after. Woke up, couldn't move. Same thing. Then it stopped happening then. And then it didn't happen again then for maybe, I'm trying to think, about 5 years maybe, something like that. And I had a dog by this time. But when I woke up I couldn't see the dog, so I don't know where she was. But it was like the whispering was there again. And then I was scared, so I closed my eyes, and then it was like something yanked me out of bed. But it was like the end of my bed was against the wall, and I got pulled through the wall. And then it was like I was being pulled through some kind of dark tunnel. Like my eyes were closed, but it felt like, I imagine like a water slide feeling, like, you know, you're moving fast. It was like that, but it felt like I was being dragged on some kind of fabric. And it was like, it pulled me and I went whoosh, and then the next thing I knew, I blacked out and I sat up in bed again. And the dog was there, and I looked at the dog and said, they've been, haven't they? I don't know why I said that to the dog, but that's literally what I did. She just wagged her tail. Then the next time after that, I didn't like it anymore. I didn't want it happening anymore by this point. And I started getting upset. And I actually started crying a little bit, to be honest. But then it was the same thing. Couldn't move. And I was like, no, don't take me. And then I blacked out. And then it didn't happen again for ages. We moved house again. I thought, did we move house? No, we didn't. Sorry, I'm wrong. I'm lying to you. I'm not lying to you deliberately, but I'm wrong. It was in the same house. And it started happening, but this time I was up and about. And I'd told my mum about this, and she told me, ask Jesus to help you. Now, I didn't understand at the time. Why would that help me? It doesn't make any sense. These are aliens. What are they going to care? But it was like 9 o'clock at night. I was sat in the bed reading, and then I started feeling scared. And it started getting more and more, how do I say it, tangible, real. This fear. It was like being a rabbit, and you could feel, you know, the wolf closing in on you. That's what it was like. And then I was thinking, it's going to happen. I don't want it to happen. I don't want to see anything. And I didn't. I never wanted this to happen to me ever again. And I knew it by this time. So I think, what can I do? And then my mum's words came into my head. Why not? Give it a try. The worst that can happen is it won't work. So I said, Jesus, please, I don't want to go. Please, Jesus, protect me. Something like that. It was words like that. And it stopped. And when I say it stopped, it was like I could hear this humming. And it was very faint, and it was getting louder and louder. It didn't get really loud, but it was like going, and it was getting louder. And I said, Jesus, help me. Please protect me from these things, or whatever I said, something like that. It was Jesus, help me anyway, basically. As soon as I said that, it stopped. And I did not understand why it stopped. Couldn't understand it, but I was glad. And then I started thinking about it, and I thought about it for a long time. Years. I couldn't understand why this asking Jesus to help me, why it would stop aliens from outer space. And it's because they're not aliens from outer space. They're demons. And you can laugh at me, I don't care, because I know I'm right. But I'm going to leave it there, and if you want me to come back to it, anybody, if I get even one comment, I will come back to it and talk about it more. But that's what they are. I know that's what they are. You don't have to believe me. That's up to you. It's completely irrelevant. People can laugh at me, I don't care. because I've experienced it and I know I'm right, and that's all that matters to me. So if you disagree and you want to put a comment in the comment section saying you disagree, fair enough. I'm a freedom of speech I'm a freedom of speech extremist. You can say anything you want. I don't care. That's your choice. But so can I, and I'm telling you the truth. I completely 100% believe what I've said to be true because I've lived it. And if you're somebody who's going through the same thing, ask Jesus to help you. If you think they're coming for you in the night, what's it going to cost you? You know, if you don't think it'll work, it don't cost you anything. You're just saying the words. Maybe you'll come back with, maybe it'll come out and maybe it'll work out for you. It will work out for you, I know it will, but you might come out with a different point of view. You know, I might be doing somebody a favour here by possibly. I don't know who's going to watch this, do I? I'm starting to ramble now anyway. But anyway, just if you want to leave a comment in the comment section. And if you want to ask me anything, that's fine. You can ask me anything you want. Whatever. And if you think this video deserves a thumbs up, which I know I'm not a very good talker, but I am telling you what I truly believe. So if you think it deserves a thumbs up, then I really appreciate that. Anyway, I'm going to go now, and like I said, any questions, ask. If you want to know more what happened next, just say so, and I will try to carry on the story as best I can without any umming and ahhing and forgetting and rambling off on a tangent and things like that. Anyway, I'm going to leave it now. Thanks for watching. Bye.